All right, I've already said about to build coalition of like-minded groups in order to build opposition to the implementation of Agenda 21, Sustainable Development at the local level. That was number 9. Number 10, demand that your local government respect your right to a Republican form of government as enumerated in the United States Constitution and the various state constitutions by ceasing the use of the census process and predetermined outcomes and comprehensive planning in order to dictate policy and implement anything that interferes with private property ownership. 11. Reject the local reception of federal non-governmental. Oh, I already said this one too. Okay. I'm going to keep on with it. 11. Reject the local reception of federal non-governmental organizations, NGOs, or foundations, grants, and or funding to the extent that they further the implementation of Agenda 21. 12. Actively oppose local government participation with federal programs or agencies that seek to further the implementation of Agenda 21, sustainable development. 13. Actively oppose the creation of public-private partnerships, PPPs, between local government and private industry. 14. Educate yourself concerning methods to combat the consensus process which seeks to manipulate the public into predetermined outcomes. 15. Address, petition, and support all states to reassert and reaffirm the 10th Amendment by passing legislation exerting 10th Amendment powers for land use management. 16. Encourage, petition, and support county officials to notify all government agencies, state and federal, to comply with the 10th Amendment and other constitutional provisions. 17. Counsel and lobby Congress to return ownership of public lands, parks, preserves, recreation areas, and areas designated to the states and those boundaries the land lies. Article 7. Juries and the 7th Amendment. A. Background and statement of the facts. Again, please download this video. There's a lot of hyperlinks in here. Here's one coming up. Learn more about the subject matter of this article. Read the 7th Amendment. If you don't want to download the document, go to one of my sites. I've got the Constitution and the articles, everything there. Amendments. All right. And then see the related Continental Congress 2009 video presentations. Martin J. Red Beckman, founder, Fully Informed Jury Association, FIJA, constitutional activist and author, Two-Law System, Jury Nullification, 7th Amendment, and Fully Informed Jurors. The delegates representing 48 of the several states in Continental Congress assembled being fully apprised in the premise find that 1. The American people are the American sovereign. 2. As sovereign, the American people have the last say on the law. 3. American citizens are called to sit on both grand and petite juries. 4. In their capacity as jurors, the American people have the power and the duty to judge both the law and the facts. B. Remedial instructions to Congress. Amend the federal rules of civil procedure to require judges to apprise all plaintiffs and defendants of their rights under the 7th Amendment to a common law jury, and amend the federal rules of criminal procedure to require judges to apprise all defendants of their right under the 7th Amendment to a common law jury, and 3. Amend the federal rules of civil and criminal procedures to require all judges in cases where the United States is a party to the case to appraise all jurors of the judge's conflict of interest, and 4. Amend the federal rules of criminal procedure to provide for trials authorized only by indictments or presentments by independent, randomly impaneled citizens, common law grand juries, accessible to any individual having a complaint, and empowered to authorize any citizen of their choice to prosecute a case. C. Remedial instructions to each of the several states. 1. Amend the rules governing civil and criminal cases to require judges to apprise plaintiffs and defendants of their right under the 7th Amendment to a common law jury. 2. Amend the rules governing Civil and criminal cases to require all judges in cases where the state is party to the case to apprise all jurors of the judge's conflict of interest. D. Recommended civic actions by the people. When appointed to a jury, throw off the restraints of judicial tyranny by refusing to capitulate to any judicial instruction to judge only the facts, and 2. When appointed to a jury, demand to have all issues of law argued in the presence of the jury and have the last say by judging the law. 3. Educate your family, friends, and community to learn about the fully informed jury association, FIJA, and the power of judging the law as well as the accused. Okay, let me check my time. Looking good. All right, so Article 8. A background and statement of the facts. Whereas, from November the 11th to the 22nd of 2009, the Continental Congress convened pursuant to the people's formal petition for redress of grievances related to the federal income tax and the long train of abuses and usurpations relating to the federal income tax. After a comprehensive, exhaustive, and lengthy deliberation of the current and historical facts and law, the delegates find 1. That our servant, federal government, has failed to directly respond to the people's petition, and in fact has indirectly responded with threats, intimidation, and repeated harm. 2. That the 16th Amendment of the United States Constitution definitively and conclusively failed to be properly and legally ratified, thus rendering it void ab initio. Dead at start. 3. That the income taxes, I know that's not a literal translation of the Latin, but it's close enough. 3. That the income tax as currently applied is definitively and conclusively an unconstitutional, direct, unapportionated tax on labor, the most sacred and inviolable property of the citizens of the United States. See Butchers Union Company versus Crescent City Company, 111 U.S. 746 757. 4. That the institutionalized withholding from the paychecks and earnings of the citizens is definitively and conclusively unconstitutional. Remedial instructions to Congress. Let me check my time again. Okay, we got time to get started on this anyway. Remedial instruction to Congress. Now, therefore, without delay, the Congress of the United States is hereby instructed to 1. Immediately conduct a review of the facts surrounding its ratification and recognize that the 16th Amendment is void. 2. Immediately cease the enforcement and collection of direct, unapportionated income tax on the labor of the citizens of the United States. Footnotes in here. Learn more about the subject matter of this article. Read the tax clauses of the Constitution. Read the petition for redress of grievances relating to the federal income tax. Read the petition for writ of certiorari regarding the CERTIORARI regarding the 16th Amendment. See the related Continental Congress 2009 video presentations. Joseph Bannister, former Special Agent, IRS Criminal Investigation Division, personal experiences regarding his petition for redress regarding the unconstitutional operation and enforcement of the Internal Revenue laws. Jeffrey Dickinson, attorney, here are the facts regarding the petition relating to the non-ratification of the 16th Amendment and the direct unapportionated tax on labor. Additional resources for consideration. Petition for redress of grievances relating to the income tax, November 4, 2002, including statements of facts and beliefs, 538 income tax questions, we the people, presented to the Congress and the IRS, which were never answered by tax professionals under oath. Okay, so that looks like that's where my cutoff time is at, and we'll pick up on